Yo, 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 yo. What's going on? What's going on? It's the Real Hall of Fame, D-Line, tbkc, and all that sweet, beautiful, wonderful, wonderful shit. Y'all forgive me. As you might notice that as this thing goes on and on, my voice might get deeper. I might be like Barry White. I guess they say I'm just breathing from a different place, and breathing is a little more shallow, so it takes away from the higher octaves of my voice. I sort of like my new cool voice though. It comes and goes, but sometimes I sound like myself, and then sometimes I sound like this. This is pretty cool though. I can, hey baby. Okay, I'm not supposed to be doing that much laughing, but anyway, I tell you what, I had a good texting conversation with a friend of mine yesterday, Mark, and I tell you what, good Lord, this whole topic of the dog is too clean. It's one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard. I'm going to be honest with you. It's one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard, I've ever seen. It is ridiculous. Just put it that way. And the reason why it's so ridiculous is this. Is because I've heard him call King Kamali too clean. I've heard him call all these dogs too clean. And what is too clean? You know, either a dog fits the standard or it does not. And I'm telling y'all, this is the American Bully Jedi mind trick, reverse psychology bullshit all over again. They do it all the time. This is what they do. So with that being said, you know, the first thing that they do is they want to depreciate the value of good dogs. So the only way that they can actually depreciate the value of good, healthy dogs is by saying that they don't fit, that they're inadequate, you know, according to their standards. And that's the thing, you know, it's according to their standards, because it's not actual American Bully standards. If you look at our standard of what the American Bully is supposed to be, the dogs that they're calling too clean fit the standard. You know, the 24-inch heads, and then that's not actually a part of the standard, but a nice head size is definitely a part of the standard. Robust, you know, and the wider chest, the muscle, you know, you're talking about 85, 90-pound dogs, nice big heads, very clean, straight. They exhibit all the characteristics of the breed, but then they turn around and they act as if those dogs are inadequate, because their dogs are actually the dogs that don't fit the breed standard. These overdone bulldog type of dogs do not fit the breed standard. The feet issues, the heavy amounts of loose skin and looking like another breed does not fit the standard. You know, all of the flaws that come along with their dogs does not meet the breed standards. Believe it or not, the inability to breathe does not fit the breed standard. So, you know, when they say too clean, you know, you have to ask the question, too clean for what? And do we want to make it dirty? I've never heard of too clean, you know. I've heard of it one time, you know, and it only makes sense one way when you think about it, like, oh, that's too clean. I mean, you know, like when me and Rihanna get together, we don't want to be too clean. We clean, but our actions are dirty. The only time. We clean, but our actions are dirty. You hear me? That's the only time that being too clean, you know, that's the only time it makes sense. Now, other than that, I ain't never heard of being too clean, because, you know, my woman wash her ass 2-3 times a day sometimes. And I love it. I wash my car every day when I can. I got her. You know, I wash myself 2, 3 times a day. I want the house clean. I don't understand this whole thing of too clean. It is the most unsensible thing that we can talk about. We are going to criticize dogs that have the ability to breathe, to move, have straight legs, straight backs. You know what I mean? Nice swoops. I mean, everything. So basically, what they're doing to you, and I'm telling y'all, if you're a young breeder, if you're a young pet owner, if you're just an enthusiast of this breed or any other breed, there is no such thing as too clean. If that dog is well structured, that dog is well structured, and anything else is wrong. It's just that simple. One of the reasons that these people will not go live is one of the reasons these people will not go live is y'all excuse me, having a little but okay. One of the reasons these people will not go live is quite simply because the dogs can't breathe. They can't walk. You know what I mean? They can't. You know, you go live. You know, with my ass, I'm like an exotic right now. I can't breathe. But you know, and I'm gonna tell y'all something about that, which is crazy. But you know, they won't go live with those dogs because they can't walk around the block for a half hour. You know, they can't walk. Excuse me, 3 minutes. What am I talking about? A half hour. They can't do anything. You know, they take the pictures in grass because they want to hide all the feet issues and the back issues, and then they prop the dogs up. You know, they ignore all of the different DNA testing. Everything that they do is just ridiculous, but we go along with it, you know, because it's almost of the shaming type mentality that when you shame something, you know, it devalues it. Like, oh, you know, if I say it's worth less, then it's worth less. When the reality is that they're just trying to sell you trash, so they're trying to devalue the dogs. You know, you notice, and I've heard this about even their national champion, Blue. You know, that's why you don't hear a lot of videos. You know, they put music in the backgrounds of the videos because the dog's fucking breathing like they got you know, somebody pouring water down their throats. All you hear is gurgling from these dogs. And I'm telling y'all, when I am back, I'm gonna cut loose on every motherfucker in the game, because most of these dogs are just full of shit. It's just that simple. You know, the reason why they're canceling shows and the reason why things are bad is because these people have destroyed a breed. They have flat out, plain and simple, destroyed a whole entire breed. The American Bully used to be a respectable dog. We had actually got to the point where it was respected. It was respected so much that other registries had interest in our breed. Other registries, and I can tell you this for a fact. I know breeders from South Africa. I've known breeders from Colombia, Brazil, you know, of course, Canada. And I'm not talking about breeders in our breed. I'm talking about breeders of other breeds who were very, very enthused by the American Bully. And at this point in time, you know, they don't give about the American Bully for one specific reason. Is because the community is a fucking joke. It's just that simple. You got these dumbasses to get on there. Oh, you hating, the times is changing. Let me tell you something. A breed does not change in 2 years. A breed does not ever totally change. It refines itself. You know, because ultimately, even if you talk about like the Rottweiler did get better over the years, but it got better through the breeding process, because where the older Rottweilers were years ago, their ultimate goal was to have the more robust, beautiful Rotties that we have today. You know, now we have people with the Rottweilers who are trying to change them into giant pug-looking dogs, and that's something that, I mean, it's disrespectful to the whole thing. And I want y'all from now on to understand this. Hold on one second, I gotta keep drinking here. But I want y'all to think about this. And when I say think about it, I mean think about it. Where is this breed going to be in 10 years? 10 years ago, Bistro, Master Shifu, Denzel, 10 years ago was 2012. These dogs were doing their damn thing. 10 years ago, you had Dax come along, and that was the beginning of the end. You had Miyagi come along, and that was definitely the beginning of the end. But you still had respectable American bullies that were pushing the envelope to the next level. Now we have, stop saying boy. But now we have, see, I got it. Snapped up. Snapped that. But now, now we have, what do we have? They pushed the whole breed to something that can't breathe. Like I say, I challenge them. The dogs that they're pushing right now, I challenge them to, bring it out. I challenge them to bring, what's his name? Bring any of them motherfuckers. Like I tell, I'm disgruntled in pain, so I don't give a shit. They can bring Blue out. They can bring all these dogs that they brag about as super American bullies and this and that and the other. And let's really break them down. Let's really walk them around the block. Let's really test those hearts out. Let's really do a real analysis on what this dog is made of, That's why so much music in the background of these videos, because that dog cannot breathe. I'm telling you, it can't breathe. So you want me to be embarrassed of my dog, my 85-pound dog with tight skin, chiseled up body that's running around here looking just delicious. You want me to be embarrassed of that, but you want me to accept your dog that looked like he 2 steps away from death. And you're going to shame me because of that. And in the process, you're going to tell me that your dog is worth this and that and the other. Let me tell you something about worth. Give me a second. Let me tell you something about worth. And this is the funniest thing about worth. You know what I'm saying? Everything in this world is worth something. Nothing is worth nothing. We don't ever say that air is a great thing and we're thankful for it until we don't have it. So, worth is all about what you put an onus on, But at the end of the day, a motherfucker spent, I don't forget what it was, like $10 million or some shit when somebody duct taped a banana to a wall and called it art. Worth is actually you finding somebody stupid enough at times to pay for your nonsense. I won't call it worthless, but just that's it. To pay for your nonsense. I could go up and down the line of this breed. Y'all ever wonder what happened to Mr. Beans? Wasn't Mr. Bean supposed to be the $1 million dog? Where's all these production from the $1 million dog? What happened to that? What happened to that? You dumb fucks. You sit up here and you pay all this shit for Mr. Miyagi, and I got people on the internet putting up 6, 7 different pictures of dogs that's supposed to be Miyagi that's obviously different dogs. Where's the worth in that? The shit's a fucking fraud. Yeah, this shit's a fucking fraud, but this is what y'all do. Y'all pushing, y'all promoting, y'all pushing, y'all promoting, y'all pushing, y'all promote. Oh, this is the greatest of this is the greatest of that. But y'all can't even do a live video with the dog. You can't even take the dog out in the fucking sunlight. Damn vampire dogs. Where's the worth in that? You constantly have to lie and cover up everything about your dog, from the pictures to the videos to this, to that, to the other. And when y'all do go to the shows, the dogs literally look like they 2 steps away from death. Where's the worth in that? I don't want that shit. I'm gonna be on some real dog man shit right now. I promise you one thing, and y'all be mad at me. Y'all just be mad at me. But I don't want no dog that can't kill something. Now, I'm not saying that that's not his purpose, but I don't want some dog that's closer to dying than closer to killing something. This is a dog. This is an animal. This is a canine. This is a descendant of a fucking wolf. Y'all carrying these dogs around. Y'all carrying ice packs and cooling capes and all this shit. But y'all telling somebody their dog is too clean, and then you change the rules. Whoever the dumb fucks is that keep on saying it, this is not it. I own the first American Bully Champion. Showed the bitch and everything. Bred the bitch. Everything. Help write the standard. The shit that y'all pushing ain't it. No matter how much y'all want to keep on trying to change the history of this breed, that the shit that y'all pushing ain't it. Y'all feeding into a motherfucker's dream of being rich. That's it. Let's just talk real shit. If we gonna talk, let's talk real. All y'all doing is feeding into the dream of somebody who wanted to be rich. Somebody who was willing to sell out every friend, every partner, everybody who helped them build something. Y'all feeding into that shit. That's why everything is allowed now. Shit that y'all think I'm lying, y'all double check me. Y'all go, what they call it, fact check. Y'all fact check this shit. The same shit that they said was wrong 10 years ago, they applaud now. I'm gonna tell you something about morals. That shit don't change. The shit that you stand on today, if that's truly your morals and that's real shit to you, 10 years from now they come to you and ask you, your morals is not changing. Your thought process might change. Your evaluations might change, but your morals will not change because that's the very core of you as a person. So when you talk about a registry that has literally sold out a people who have sold out, OG dog men who have sold out. And y'all think the biggest problem is a dog being too clean? You dumb fucks. It's no such thing as cleaning up shit. Shit is shit. It's just that simple. I don't give a fuck how long they've been in the game. I don't care how long that you think that, I don't care how much clout that you think this person has. If they making a dog and the dog can't live, if you can't fit that dog inside of a box, you ain't shit. You're not shit as a breeder. You ain't even really shit as a person. Let's just be realistic about it. Because the truth of the matter is that, excuse me, we have done so much damage to these breeds that is ridiculous. We've done so much damage to these breeds, it's absolutely ridiculous. And I would like to tell y'all that it's gonna change, but it's not gonna change anytime soon. What you're gonna have is just a split of people who are ethical breeders to these other motherfuckers, That's it. They'll brag to you about how much money they make, and they'll brag to you about this, and they'll brag to you about that. But at the end of the day, it's no real solution for the bullshit that they pull, None. The American Bully, it is what it is. Right now, it's a catastrophe. You have so many different avenues going on, and a lot of it's just lying, and it's lying to the new people that's coming in. The people who've been around a while are not fooled by these people. The people who have been around a while who are doing this dumb shit, they are doing it for a different purpose. The reason that they're doing it is because they trying to get over on the new people too. Y'all don't think that these people who are breeding these dogs don't know that these dogs are dying on them? Y'all don't think that? Y'all ain't noticed that all of these so-called big breeders got a new dog every fucking year? Got new 2 or 3 dogs every fucking. You know why? It's because the shit keeps dying. I'm gonna tell y'all this. I've had Hallie, her son Denzel, Castro, Mandela. Now I have Odell, Peoples, my guy Jim Brown, and my dude Potier. And I got a few, but though that new generation, all those dudes is under 2 years old. Several of them under a year old, you know what I mean? And then you talking about 20, I'm pushing up on, I'm a quarter of a century into the game at least. Probably over that, but quarter century in. And like I say, just up until recently, all you had, that was the Mandela era that was starting to come to an end now, you know what I'm saying? But that's all that time, because they live forever. The dogs live to be so old. You can't keep on replacing the dog every fucking year. But the only way you do that is if your dogs keep dying. I hate to. Oh, sorry. I hate to call it out, but think about this and just being realistic. Y'all tell me, and I've told y'all this a million times, where are all the Dax kids? I ain't talking about great grandkids, all these motherfuckers who call themselves flexing. Dax blood. I got the Dax blood. I got nah, bitch. Tell the truth. Shame the devil. Now, your dumb ass talking about Dax blood, but you 3, 4, 5 generations down the line, where is your actual Dax kids? Because some of these kids should still be living. The dog had reported between 4,000 and 5,000 puppies. Where are all these Dax kids? Because considering that Dax is an OG, triple OG, super dog legend to these people, you would think that if he had all these kids that were still living, they'd be popping them out like, yeah, this is a direct Dax son. His stud is going to be 12 G's. His stud is going to be this. You know why they ain't doing that? Because the bitches died. I'm being real with you. They dead. You fuck around if you want to. They dead. Most of the damn grandkids dead too. The reason they can't tell you this shit is because they dead. That's the facts. Miyagi done died 32 times. They dead. This is what we promoting. This is what we promote. Y'all remember Game of Thrones, the frozen people, the cold, whatever they was called. The motherfucker come through, they dead. They dead with blue eyes. Throwing ice spears at motherfuckers. They dead. They didn't build y'all the biggest con in the motherfucking game. Is that they got y'all believing in something that don't even exist. Ain't no such thing as no fucking Dax line. I'm telling y'all the truth. Ain't no such thing as no, well, it's a such thing as a Miyagi line, but those are really French Bulldogs. So they named the French Bulldogs Miyagi. That's the old whole, we need 2-3 hours on that. Ain't no such thing though. All the people who talking about Dax so much, ain't nobody line breeding. I'm talking about you. Y'all ask them. Tell them to show y'all those pedigrees where the dog is like up front, like 4 or 5 times Dax. The bitch is dead. I'm just telling y'all the truth. They dead. I can go through, I ain't gonna just pick on Dax. I can go through a lot of them. Motherfuckers don't want to do no DNA tests. Dogs going blind. Dogs got bad hips. Dogs got all these issues. Dead. And see, when you breed dogs, you always gonna have a problem. You know what I mean? I got a problem. I just found out a bitch that I produced keep having prolapses. You know what I'm saying? It happens. But you know what I mean? That happens. You know what I'm saying? I don't have many health issues, but sometimes something happens. I think that's the first dog I've ever had that I produced. I bought a couple that had prolapses. Literally a couple, two, but that was the first one that I produced that is having prolapses. So you gotta, my recommendation is gonna be to fix the bitch. Let's replace the bitch and we move forward and do something, the right way on that too. But at the end of the day, not a whole generation of dogs broke down and messed up. I'm gonna tell you like this: if a person cannot show you, if a person can't show you they dog out running around the hood, and I say the hood, I don't mean the hood, but y'all know what I mean. If they can't show you with audio of this dog running around, don't buy no dog from them. Because more than likely that motherfucker breathing like they put that water in his mouth. Nobody want that bullshit. This is what I'm saying. See, I go on attack on the dirty dogs. When them feet is all messed up, when the back is all messed up, when the dog is running around all screwed up, this is what they want to sell y'all. You know what I mean? Stop believing that they can tell you that your dog is too clean when they're taking out longevity, when they're taking out actual health, when they're taking out actual confirmation. These people are changing the whole rule to the dog world and telling you, I'm going to sell you a puppy for $10,000 or more that probably is only going to live for 2 years. People can't even plan breedings no more. As soon as they plan the breeding, motherfucker dead. They got to start breeding them early. This is what I'm telling y'all. The dogs that they are saying are too clean are actually the dogs that fit the standard. The dogs that they are saying are too clean are actually the real American bullies. The shit that they are pushing y'all is terrible. That's nothing. If the dog looks like a bulldog, it's a fucking bulldog. It's just that simple. Like I told you, I look at that with my own dogs. It drives me nuts to see wrinkles on these dogs and all that shit. Nah, I got to tighten up. I got to do better. That's why I went back to the lab, like Dre with the pen and the pad, But real shit, we have to change the way we think in this community. If we don't, this breed is going extinct. If y'all ain't noticed, the shows is getting smaller and smaller. The quality dogs are getting shorter and shorter. Not shorter and shorter in height, just we used to have a long list of very high quality American bullies, not no more. But y'all remember that, you know what I mean? The more y'all go to these shows, I told y'all this shit 10 years ago that this was gonna happen. Everybody called me a hater. Everybody called me a liar. They threw dirt on my name. They talked crazy about me, everything. Look at what happened today. Y'all ever seen that movie Coco? Go back 10 years ago and just say to yourself, remember me. Remember me. I shouldn't be doing that, but whatever. Remember me. Yeah, now I watch all kids movies. It seems like now they don't, when you get to talking about health, they treat that like Bruno. They don't talk about Bruno. You talk about health, they don't talk about Bruno. No. They don't talk about... See? See? Oh, thank you, man. Has no respect. That's scary? That ain't scary. That's a duck, a scary duck. Better not be scared, no damn duck. But I think I went too far. I just wanted to do something, man. I miss being on. Next week, I think it'll be the week. I'm feeling a lot better. I know I might not look the best or sound the best or whatever, but I am so much better than I was, like I say, literally before choking up blood and shit. So now I'm better. But man, y'all keep the good fight going. Healthy dogs matter. It'll be a couple more videos on here giving an update. If you want to support the page, Lord knows we need it. It's tbkcdogs at gmail. Excuse me. Well, that's the email, tbkcdogs at gmail. It's tbkcdogs on Cash App. You know, hit me up. I'm gonna make another video telling y'all everything that's going on right now, and I appreciate all y'all love, support, and energy. Thank y'all, man. Hopefully next Friday we be in the lab and we doing this thing the right way. Maybe I can go for the 2 hours and talk crazy and interact with y'all some. But until next time, y'all, much love. Peace.